there's been rumors all over from NDC people that things untoward happened to influence people on the other side.
I don't think so.
You know, so we want to hear from you. What,
I don't think so.
Did you campaign?
I did. I campaigned.
On the 9th?
Yes, and I mean, right from the morning, we held a caucus meeting where we had an opportunity to speak to our colleagues, because you recall that in the first vote, we lost that election for the speaker. And in politics, in my view, there's nothing like a small election.
Okay.
Okay, you don't go around thinking that, oh, this is pretty procedural, and that ministers, even when they are brought to the floor. I mean, in the last government, we had a minister who was brought to the floor. I think that was a Brong Afo regional minister or so. So you don't make that argument that, oh, it is procedural, it will happen. So I had the opportunity to speak to my colleagues and ask them, you know, to be kind to me and to vote for me.
On the other side? Colleagues on the other side?
My colleagues within, yes.
Within MPP?
Yes.
You had to campaign there first?
I spoke, but of course, that's what you need first, to get a 138 to cross the line. And if you get that, you've crossed the line. But you see, there's something bigger that I think, and I think with the benefit of hindsight, it's also informing what both parties are also realizing, that as our democracy matures, even when you invoke a 3-line whip, you cannot go to bed thinking that everybody...
Explain to us what's that. What's a 3-line?
A 3-line whip is where the party tells you that, dear Paul Adom-Otchere, you're required in the chamber to vote yes on this particular motion. Don't care what you think or what your personal idiosyncrasies are. This is the party position, and you are sticking by it.
Do they write to you?
They don't, but...
They tell you?
Well, yeah, they tell you.
So can you say, no, I will do something else?
So traditionally, you would find out that when parties express such positions, everybody goes along. But our democracy is maturing. I have seen instances where, you know, MPs on our side have challenged leadership on our side on the floor on some matters. And we've literally had to go around trying to explain to them why we should support leadership on a particular matter. So it's not the same like it was perhaps in some parliaments by. And I believe that that is what also worked in my favor, for example, that therefore there were people on the other side who were of the view that they should support.
So did you know, were you confident that Honorable X, Honorable Y were going to vote for me from the other side?
No, I was hopeful that I'll get my 138. It was a good reckoning in the end when it turned out that I got about 18 extra. Now, for me, the point is this. Both parties are also now beginning to realize that it's not just about issuing instructions to our people there, because sometimes it is also unfair to them. You were asking questions about, but not everybody in your constituency swings this way or that way. And the fact that you have 138 seats does not necessarily mean that those 138 constituencies all want to go a particular way. So I think what is also happening is that both parties are evolving finer ways of engaging their caucuses. And that's why I'm explaining to you that, for example, in our case, there are some matters in this budget where we have had to make concessions at committee, which is translated onto amendments to the initial government position on the floor. And that's why I say that our democracy is a richer.
Did you talk to Sam George to vote for you based on the fact?
No, I didn't.
Why didn't you?
You know, these things, when it comes up, you can't tell the conspiracies that are going on in the system. And my first interest was to get my 138. And I think in the end, we are all the better for it.